Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode in a new series of mod reviews. Today, we'll be covering one of my favorite mods of all time, the Fallout 4 mod, Endless Warfare. Stick around and see why Endless Warfare is such a fantastic mod, and why I think it should be included in every playthrough of Fallout 4.
Woohoo! Yes!
Endless Warfare by Devil's Wish 182 is described on its Nexus page as adding 1,475 scripted spawn markers throughout the Commonwealth that can be fully configured on your Pip-Boy. This only includes the exterior world space. There are no spawn markers placed in the interiors or any of the settlements. Let's hop over to the Pip-Boy to see what this mod can do and how to use it. Okay, we're here at the Pip-Boy, and to find the two main features that this mod adds, we will go into our inventory, and we will go over to the aid category. And in the aid category at the top, or towards the top, you will see Endless Warfare Companion Controller and the Endless Warfare Spawn Controller. Now let's start with the Spawn Controller because it is the brunt of this mod, and it is my personal favorite out of the two. So we'll go into our Spawn Controller, and it'll give us a menu. And first up in this menu is the Spawn Controller info, and clicking in there gives you a description of each of the other functions in the Spawn Controller menu. Just tells you what each of them do, which is nice to have on hand. And next up we have the presettings. Oh, I love the presettings. So we go into the presettings, and what we have here is, well, presettings, obviously. But first up, there is a reset all settings. So you pick one of these presettings and you play with it for a while. You decide it's not for you, or you want to try something different. You go ahead and reset everything first before starting something new. So there's the reset button. And then we have a variety. So it goes from its frequency, and it spawns randomness, just random craziness in these 1,475 new spawn markers that the mod provides. And there is a light to crazy. And usually when I start out a game, as soon as I get out of the vault or wherever I'm starting and get on my feet, I'll start with a light variety in the world space just to spice up, running around, just to give us a sense of danger. And then I'll go into medium a few levels down the line, or if I'm feeling adventurous, early. And never really sustained a heavy or crazy playthrough. But yeah, crazy is it's what it says. It's pretty crazy. So let's take a look at what the world would look like with the crazy variety option on.
Are you fighting a child? Correction. What is going on with this? Oh no! Ah! 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 Oh no, a gorilla! Ah! Shoot your face! Get off of me! Ah! Child, you're in a war zone! You're a bad child? Get out of here, quickly!
Yeah, like I said, crazy. Next up, we have the Feral Ghoul Apocalypse. And I'm doing a playthrough of this right now, and it is great. It's awesome. So this makes several feral ghouls spawn at these 1,475 new spawn markers very frequently. You could see as much as 30 or 40 ghouls on your screen at a time, several times a session. And the great thing about this mod, and with a lot of these mods, or a lot of functions in this mod, is that it plays well with other mods. So with this feral ghoul mod installed, you can put things on like more feral ghouls. So I have a mod on called more feral ghouls, which makes it gives the feral ghoul types a variety, gives them different appearances. Other mods like Terrifier, which makes feral ghoul sound more terrifying. So these other mods can contribute to the already greatness that this mod provides. So here's a look at what a Feral Ghoul Apocalypse playthrough would be like.
Come on. Come on. I ain't afraid of you. Till I run out of ammo. I ain't afraid of none of you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa. Ah! Running! Running! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh boy.
Yeah, love that one. Love Feral Ghoul Apocalypse. Next up we have is Rise of the Machines. And this one is essentially like if the Mechanist's big brother came to town and was laughing at him, saying, that's cute. That's cute. All those little robots are cute. How about this? And this is a spawning, a very saturated spawning of robots, random robots across the Commonwealth. And this is everything from Mr. Handies to Sentry Bots to, yes, Liberty Primes. And they're spread all across the Commonwealth in these new spawn markers. And there's a lot of them, and they don't like you. And it's oppressive, very oppressive. And this is also, depending on when you turn this on, you could start this at level 1. So, yeah, you can run around at level 1 with Sentry Bots right by Sanctuary, and they're not nice. So here's a look at Rise of the Machines.
What? Ow! 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 Not very nice. What the? Another gutsy? What the? Is that one gonna blow up? Ah, Ringo. We're dead.
Okay. Next up we have Super Mutant Takeover. And this is, as you would guess it, puts a bunch of super mutants and mutant hounds and stuff into the world space. I haven't done a full playthrough of this, messed around with it a little while, but it's okay. It's cool. I like it. It's a good theme, and I do like it that there's more behemoths. I do enjoy tussling with behemoths. So here's a look at Super Mutant Takeover.
Hey, boys. Uh-huh. No, run away. Run. Come on. Elevation. Oh my. Suckers. Wah, wah, wah.
Weak human.
Strong, why don't you shut up and let me finish this? Then I'll help you find that milk you're looking for.
Good. Strong still wants milk.
Of course. There's a good lad.
Next up we have the Enclave Invasion. And yeah, if you have that nostalgia bug and you want the Enclave to see like it for the what it would be like for the Enclave to make their way into the Commonwealth in force, this is your setting right here. This is your pre-setting. This includes squads of Exo 1 armored Enclave soldiers roaming the countryside, and vertibirds, Enclave vertibirds flying around and just making your life very, very difficult. Here's a look at the Enclave Invasion.
Yeah, get those ghouls. Woo! Yeah. All right. Look. Ah, wait. The people in the armor. They're shooting at us, Ringo. Same side. Wait a second. You're not the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, my. Oh my. It's Judgment Day. Run, Ringo.
Okay, and last up for the pre-settings, we have the Brotherhood of Steel versus Institute Synths. And this is great for a, you guessed it, Brotherhood of Steel playthrough. This will add a lot more Brotherhood of Steel presence and a ton of Institute Synths running around. This is Terminator. You want to play Terminator, this is it. And this also works with Institute Synth mods as well, ones that modify your Institute Synths. So here's a look at the BOS versus Institute Synths pre-setting.
This one doesn't seem as bad because we've got people on our side. Whee! Oh no, that's awful. Wait, synth. That hurt. Kind of. Synth seeker, shoot you in the face. Got you. Ah, more synths. Come on. Come on, Bessie.
Okay, that's our pre-settings. And next up we have the on-off switch for this mod and this portion of the spawn controller in general, the activate spawn markers. So nothing will happen in all these new spawn markers and all these options for the spawn controller. Nothing happens until you click this toggle right here to activate spawn markers. And there you go. Now it turns whatever settings you have for the spawn markers on or what turns on when you activate them. Next up we have the spawn marker option. basically a list. I'm not going to go through all these, but if you don't want to use the pre-settings and you want to fine-tune what spawns out of these new spawn markers, well, then you can go into something like robots. You can even see the displays of each type. So right now, that's the ratio of what's spawning in the spawn markers. And you can reset all that to 0 so that they're not spawning any robots in the markers, or you can adjust each type of robot to designate how often you want them to spawn. Okay, next up we have the spawn marker settings, and this is a few settings to handle the frequency of how often things spawn out of these spawn markers, the randomness chance, and a toggle to disable randomness. And also a toggle to disable downtown spawn markers. This one is especially handy if you have a PC or an Xbox One that can't handle having all these new spawned creatures in the heavier parts of the city. It can get pretty chaotic depending on what you want to do. And so this disables the ones just in the downtown areas, which will make it easier on your PC or Xbox One. And next up we have increase vanilla spawn settings. And one thing you can do with the mod, you can increase the number of things that spawn from the random spawn settings that are already programmed in the game, the vanilla spawn settings, or the vanilla spawn markers. And you can mess with those, mess with frequency, and yeah, adjust those as you wish. And also, you can disable or enable more downtown vanilla spawning. That doesn't affect your actual vanilla spawn marker. It just affects adding to it, not taking away from what's already there from the base game. Here we have the spawn wander distance, and this is just how you can set how far each of these creatures or NPCs will venture off away from the spawn markers they spawn from. Feral ghoul settings. This is pretty cool, especially if you're doing the pre-setting the feral ghoul apocalypse thing, and you can tweak how feral ghouls function in your game. This is giving them health, attack damage, making them die from a headshot, and also making it so they only spawn out at night, which is kind of cool. You can tweak those there. Quick cleanup settings are how quickly things dying from these spawn markers that are added, how quickly the bodies disappear. It helps helps your processor out some if they aren't laying around forever. And set weather. This is just a weather toggle. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not be able to change the weather on the fly? Poof. And we also have remove all spawned actors. So you want to clear the floor and get rid of all the actors spawned by these spawn markers by this mod. You just click this toggle here, and it clears them all out. Now, it does take a little bit, and will also help if you move from whatever cell in the game you're in to a different one to allow this cell to clear out as well. So, and it won't allow spawning again until you allow spawning. And there we have it. That is the spawn controller. And let's go back into our Pip-Boy, into the aids section, and let's scroll up to the Endless Warfare companion controller. And this feature allows you to, yes, spawn companions. And it is very, very rich, and if abused, can be broken. But you can spawn companions on call. And let's skip down to the companion options, because this is how you actually spawn the companions. I would have put this up top. But anyway, this is the companion options. This is where you pick exactly what types of companions, companion or multiple companions, you'd like to spawn. So let's go with Mirelurk. Let's have a Mirelurk buddy. Let's see what buddy we want here. Let's go down to the Mirelurk King. Glowing Mirelurk King. Perfect. And let's check it out and see. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at him. Look at that beautiful specimen. Ringo, watch out. He might bite. So there's our glowing Mirelurk King buddy. And let's see here. Go back into the controller. Let's spawn one more companion. Well, let's go with the Enclave. Sure, let's get an Enclave, buddy. Oh, no, I didn't want a melee. All right, whatever. So now we have a melee Enclave, buddy. Let's take a look. Whoa. Okay, this nice rusty Exo 1 power armor, Enclave Soldier. Cool, so now we have our 2 new companions from this mod. Okay, ready to follow us diligently. Okay, next up, we covered the companion options. It's just spawn which ones you want to spawn. Companion commands is just simply commands you want to give all of your companions that you spawn with this mod. Just blanket commands, much like the ones you would just give them individually. Here is companion aggression. You tell them how aggressive you want them to be. Pretty simple. And companion settings, you can set things like whether they restore health after fights. And if they respawn, if they're able to respawn, whether they teleport to you if they get so far away from you. This one's helpful, especially if their AI gets a little tweaky, you know, like normal companions. And also you can remove them all. So clicking this toggle will just delete all your companions, and you won't be able to respawn more until you toggle that back. And there's also a add set name and animation gun. So this option adds a gun, as it just told us, to our inventory, and under the weapons, and it's under set name and animation gun. So it adds a laser, alien laser pistol, and what this does is allows you to give these companions a name out of a list of 372, or you can pick random out of that list. And you can set their name back to originally what they are when they spawn. And you can change their body and face animation types. I haven't tweaked this really with any creatures like the Mirelurk. I'm not going to do it on this video, but yeah, you can get names and set their animations. I have messed with it with humans. It does change like their body posture and their facial animations to make them, either look mean or mean or happy or whatever. So let's choose a random name for our new glowing Mirelurk buddy. So our new buddy, glowing buddy, is Kiddo. Wow, I thought most of them were actual names. So Kiddo. Darn it, Kiddo, you're killing me here. Yeah, I know, you're an Enclave soldier. All right, well, it's not showing it right now, but I assure you, his name is Kiddo. Right? See? I knew it. And then you can give them individual commands. Not with the gun, but actually just clicking on them brings up this menu. So you can give them individual commands separate from the whole group, and you can access their inventory. You can give them stim packs, which doesn't give a stim pack from your supply. It just manifests the stim pack to give them. You can have them step out of their power armor or your power armor if they're in yours. You can set how they handle their weapons, like how they carry it, set their max health, and whether they are protected, essential, restrained. And you can also disable just that particular one. But I want to show you something. If you tell them, if they have power armor, and you tell them to get out of it. Ah, my new Enclave soldier, you never even had a name, buddy. I'm sorry. So you go to each of these individual companions, and you can disable that particular companion. Well, now that he's gone, what is this? What is this? I have, XO1 power armor. You're so kind. Well, now I'm too heavy, but it doesn't count as stealing. Poof. I just, as long as you don't take the frame, I just acquired myself some XO1 power armor minus frame. So yeah, there we have it. That is the companion controller. Say bye, kiddo. And yeah, that is both of the main features that the mod offers, both controllers. So, as you can see, Endless Warfare can truly make each playthrough interesting and vastly different. The mod can be downloaded for both PC and Xbox, and I've found no conflicts with any other mods in my load order, though there is a DLC conflict patch mod available by Rooker75 that fixes issues that can be caused by two areas that the game's DLC alters. As with any mod, back up your saves, and don't forget to endorse the mod if you like it. Help support the mod authors that support this community with their amazing content.
Hopefully we have enough time to do whatever y'all want.
Power of two. Fusion.
Okay.
I appreciate everyone checking out this video. There's more Fallout and Elder Scrolls mod content coming, as well as some tabletop RPG stuff. Links to my Discord, this mod, and some other good stuff are in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, take care.